Get in the zone, auto zone. I don't know why she's laughing. She loves cars, so.
Who even says that?
Me!
Auto zone.
I have to like give myself like some sort of confidence mantra to begin my videos. Hello everybody and welcome to Ochi Wolf Collection. Today we are going off the beaten path and talk about something I haven't talked about yet on my channel. This is Rosie, everybody. She's my very first special guest. That's not my husband. Welcome Rosie, everybody.
Hello.
Rosie is one of my local best friends and she happens to be a pop expert.
I really wouldn't say a pop expert. I know a little bit, just a little bit.
She's very modest. But this girl has been collecting pops for a long time now. How long would you say you've been collecting pops?
I want to say maybe since like 2015, so what, that's what, like 5 years?
To me, I consider her very knowledgeable in the Funko Pop collecting world and the community. She knows how to find them, how to get the best deals, and how to get those hard to get exclusives.
I know a little bit. Just a little bit.
Since pops have been around for so long now, new collectors are joining the craze every day. So Rosie and I wanted to do this video as an introduction to pop collecting, how Funko began, resources that are helpful, the different types of pops, and how to tell the difference between authentic and bootleg ones. Apparently there are bootleg pops. Rosie and I were talking about that yesterday and I couldn't believe it.
What the funk?
So Rosie is here to give tips for beginner collectors. What the heck is Funko?
So Funko is an American company that creates pop culture collectibles, and they are mainly known for their pop vinyl, which are the Funko Pops. But they also do plush, electronics, and they recently acquired Loungefly, I believe in 2017.
To me, pops are like the present day Beanie Babies, and I know a lot of you guys remember that craze. And there's always that one specific pop that ropes you into collecting. Rosie, I want to know which one that was for you and what year was that?
The first one for me, I can't really remember if it was either Sven from Frozen or Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, Toothless!
Yeah, he's so cute.
He's so cute.
So cute. And the year, I want to say it was 2015, and the only reason why I know that is because I had like a bookshelf that has like the first pops that I had, and I took a picture of it because I cleaned it so I could put my pops there.
So you had the picture of the year you started collecting pops.
I sure did.
We'll have that on the screen right now for you guys. That is her beginning collecting journey in 2015. For those of you guys watching, we want to know what was the pop that got you guys into collecting, because everybody always has a story on the first pop that broke them as well. So please let us know down there in the comments which pop that was for you. Everyone's got a story on that. Everyone. We want to know your story. Real quick, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That's a free way to support my channel. And Rosie's gonna be real sad if you don't like this video. It's her first time on it. Give Rosie some love. I got a question for you, Rosie. Since there are so many pops in existence, even more coming out, how does one like yourself or a new collector keep up with all of the pops that they own? Is there like a database? Is there a news site? What do you guys do to keep up with all of this?
So me personally, I like to use the Funko app. And I also recommend like new collectors to download the app because you can keep track of your collection. So everything that I have, for the most part, if I remember to put it on there, it is on there and I know what I have. That way I don't buy it again because it has happened before.
That's awesome that they have an app that they update like that with even current resale values. That blows my mind that they take care of all of that for you. So download the app. We will have the link to the app down there in the description below for both Android and iOS devices.
Oh, and also you can make yourself as a pop.
What?
Yep, you can do like your own little pop avatar.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Rosie as a pop. Rosie, I've always wondered, what do the numbers in the top right-hand corner mean on all of the pops?
Does anybody? Like, really, does anybody know what the numbers mean?
Ochi is shocked.
See?
I was shocked. I thought she was going to give me a legit answer. I like, nobody knows that these are all fake numbers?
No, they're not fake. So the numbers do mean something, but like for new collectors, it could be a little bit confusing.
I'm confused.
So I really just wouldn't worry too much about it. And there is just like a lot of franchises out there, and so that just basically means that it's part of that franchise.
They're not essential to know as a new collector, really.
No, not necessarily, no.
Yeah, especially when you're like getting into it, don't overwhelm yourself with all of these numbers that all of these different franchises have on the boxes.
Exactly.
Oh, good tip. Rosie, tell me about all the different kinds of pops, because we all know there are so many varieties.
There are the store exclusives, convention exclusives. Funko Shop actually has their own exclusive. There's also even country exclusives.
So a country can have their own exclusive, like outside of the United States.
They can.
Yeah, I think you said something about a Taiwan exclusive.
I did say that.
Very cool. I bet those are harder to get.
Yeah, because you basically need probably, I think, like a proxy in
Yeah.
order to do it.
We know all about proxies on this
No.
channel.
There are also different types of pops.
Here comes this list.
There is flocked, chase, diamond, metallic, chrome, glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark. That's
Glow
a
in
new
the
one. I
dark.
didn't know about that one.
Yeah. Scented, more than one like pop in a box, keychain, 10-inch pops, which this is considered a 10-inch
I
pop.
love the 10-inch ones. The Vulpix one is actually mine, guys.
Also 18-inch pops and movie moments.
Okay, that is a gigantic list of pops. That can be very overwhelming for a new collector. Rosie, I know you don't collect every single pop. You're not a completionist. So what dictates which pops you collect?
I mainly just collect my favorite characters, or sometimes just like the store exclusives of my favorite characters, or
Okay.
like convention exclusives. Basically an exclusive and just favorite common pops.
Right, okay, so it has to be your favorite. Like a favorite movie, a favorite character. That's probably a good way to do your collection, because then you love every single pop that you buy because you love the character.
Exactly.
I'm gonna dig deeper onto that, because let's say I know you really love The Nightmare Before Christmas as a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So since you love The Nightmare Before Christmas, do you only collect your favorite characters from that show, or would you collect the entire line of the Nightmare Before Christmas characters to complete the set?
I honestly wish I did collect all of them.
Oh, you have regrets.
I do. Just because when that one came out, I was still fairly new at collecting, so I wasn't really familiar with Funko Pop, so I didn't know what it was. To me, it was just like a little vinyl. So like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so you just collected your favorite characters at that time, but later on, as you got experienced as a pop collector, you're like, crap, that was one of my favorite movies, and now they're vaulted, and I can't get them anymore.
Exactly.
So what would you say to new collectors that their favorite movie, their favorite franchise, their favorite TV show just came out with a pop line?
I would say if you really want to, and it is your favorite, just collect everything that you can. Except, well, not except, because there are, like, as I said, like the exclusives, and sometimes some of them are harder to get than others. So with that, I would just say just try what you can purchase.
Yeah, I mean, take it from an experienced pop collector who has regrets that she did not buy the complete Nightmare Before Christmas line of pops, and now they're too expensive and hard to get. I think that's a good tip for new beginning collectors out there. That's a great tip, because a lot of people kind of end up being on the fence about some things. They're like, oh, well, it's gonna be like $60 if I buy them all, but I really love the characters. If you are on the fence like that and later on you get really serious into pop collecting, all of those characters are now vaulted and expensive, you're gonna be like, darn it, I should have bought the whole series. So I think I agree with you on that. And even I'm also a collector. I don't collect pops per se, not as much as Rosie does. I'm not super into it, although I do collect some of my super favorite characters. I would say as a toy collector, I agree with that. At the beginning of the video, we mentioned there are bootlegs out there, unfortunately. What do you got to say about the bootleg pops?
I will say that retailers are safe. It's more when you get to like the secondhand market.
So that's the high risk area of accidentally getting a bootleg.
Yes, not always, because I have gotten some of these from like a secondhand like source or like reseller.
Right.
And those were safe. Sometimes, mainly like if you go like online or anything like that, then those are the ones that kind of get a little questionable.
Right, and it's probably if you venture off into a seller you've never done business with before, and you know, always check feedback when you're buying secondhand for anything. Normally those places have feedback, so definitely read the feedback, I would say, and make sure nobody has complained that they sent them a bootleg.
If you are questioning the pop that you want to purchase, there is a serial number on the bottom of the box. Also, when you're like first collecting, I would suggest going into like maybe even some of like the Facebook groups and ask around there.
Oh, okay. Reach out to the community.
So just reach out there and just ask like, hey, does this look legit, or is this like a bootleg one? And most of the time, they do answer and they're like, oh yeah, no, like that is legit, or no, that is a bootleg one.
Yeah, so reach out to experienced collectors in the community to help you out if you're really questioning it. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. And you can always request additional photos of the bottom of the box, I suppose, too, from a secondhand seller, if you suspect it may be a bootleg.
Another way to tell, other than just the serial number, is the box itself and also the pop itself. For example, like on the box, sometimes the print is blurry or the color is different. Also, even the sticker, if it's an exclusive one, the sticker looks blurry, or again, the color. And also on the pop, sometimes like the paint job is completely off.
So it's just easy just to Google an image of the authentic one and just kind of cross compare and see if this one that you're looking at may have a shoddy paint job, the box looks blurry, and probably a bootleg at that point if it looks like that. Rosie, you taught me a lot about pop collecting today, and to summarize what we talked about today, what are your top 5 tips for new collectors entering the Funko Pop world?
Tip number 1, download the app. Tip number 2, follow experienced collectors.
We will have links to Rosie's favorite collectors down there in the description below.
Number 3, try to collect only what you like. Number 4, don't break the bank trying to get what you want. Do your research. And number 5, just have fun with it. You will miss some, but there's so many others, and pops are not gonna stop.
Sometimes, you know, there's such a limited run of pops, like maybe a exclusive of, I don't know, I'm throwing a number out there, 300. You're gonna miss some. You're gonna miss some, and don't stress out about that. There will be more. Rosie, I learned so much today about pop collecting. I know I'm not a super huge pop collector, and I only have I could think of less than 10 pops that I have in my collection as a whole. Thank you so much for coming on the channel and talking to my subscribers and viewers about pops. I've been wanting to do this video with you for a long time because I consider you an expert in this, and you are so passionate about collecting your favorite pops, and her collection is very awesome, you guys. We'll throw up some images of what she's got on the screen now so you can see just how lovely her collection is. You really gave some amazing advice today for new collectors.
I tried to do my best.
If you guys have any questions for Rosie, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will let her know if somebody directs a question her way, and she will reply from her account. I don't think this is going to be the only time we have you on the channel. We're going to have to bring you back because you didn't bring all your pops.
I didn't.
I mean, we probably couldn't fit all your pops in here because how many do you have?
Roughly over 260.
Can you imagine 260 pops in this room, which is already crowded because look at all of this Sailor Moon stuff? I'm so stressed just thinking about this. I mean, I think I need to get in fetal position on the floor because how I can't put any more pops in here. But we will bring her back on the channel for sure. Maybe we'll talk about her top 5 favorite pops or something like that, and maybe some stories and experiences of how she acquired some of the harder to get ones, because we do know there are exclusives. And sometimes there's a story attached to how you obtained those. And it might not even be for pops. She might just come back. I mean, she also likes Sailor Moon. She also has some Sailor Moon pops herself. She did collect a few of them. I think we've got some around here somewhere. So we'll definitely have Rosie back on the channel.
Yeah, I think I'll be back.
You better.
No.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. I will see you in the next video. She's gonna be gone, but she may be back. Who knows?
nobody knows.
Reptar is like making fun of me this whole fucking time. He's like screaming at me like, ah, you're terrible at this.
Okay,
Okay, hold on.